It's interesting that we're seeing the grape Pinot Gris, the same grape as Pinot Grigio, split into two styles. There is the easy drinking, relatively neutral Pinot Grigio style, the cheaper wine, which is a big favourite in wine bars and restaurants and by the glass these days. And there are more refined versions, more weighty versions that come not just from Italy but from around the world, from Alsace and increasingly from the New World, from Australia, New Zealand, Chile, people making a Pinot Gris style wine with that extra weight, perhaps some oak aging, trying to make something a little bit more, shall we say, complex than the average cheap bottle of Pinot Grigio. Now, the wine I have for us this week is a blend. It is the La Boheme Act 3 Pinot Grigio and Friends 2014 vintage. It's made by the Bortoli company in the Yarra Valley down there in Victoria in Australia. It's for sale at the moment in a number of independent retailers. The stockist I'm giving at the moment is Vinoteca, who have an online shop too. Price is £13.96. I'll put a little list of all the stockists I know of at the end of this video. So, La Boheme Act 3 Pinot Grigio and Friends. Act 3 of La Boheme includes a great quartet, sung quartet, and there are a quartet of grapes in this glass. It's mostly Pinot Gris, about 88% Pinot Gris, but there's also some Riesling, some Gewürztraminer, and some Pinot Blanc. Now, what those grapes give is an extra lift of aromatics to the wine. So this, although it is a slightly richer style with a little oak aging, is also highly aromatic. On the nose, there's lots of kind of sherbety, confit lemon kind of freshness to this. Beneath that, there is a hint of something more tropical, more peachy and ripe. And altogether, it gives a fresh but quite substantial impression on the nose. And in the mouth, it's really cleverly done because it has a lot of sweetness. I'm not sure if there is actual residual sugar in this wine, maybe just a little bit, I think. But what it does have is a kind of fleshy, ripe peach and nectarine juiciness, but again that Riesling and Gewürz gives it that little exotic kind of character too, little bits of spice, little bits of those waxy lemony kind of flavours too, making for a lively mouthful, but one that has texture and weight and limpidity as well. It's a really nice take on the Pinot Gris style, and I think it's a very interesting wine for drinking in its own, but a great match with that hint of sweetness, with Thai and some Chinese cuisines, but you know, dry enough, fruity enough, fresh enough for an aperitif, for fish, for quite broad food matching appeal. My wine of the week is De Bortoli's La Boheme Act 3 Pinot Grigio and Friends, the 2014 vintage. It's for sale at £13.96 from Vinoteca and a number of other independent retailers. That list about to come up on screen. It's my wine of the week.